I had 13 clients executed over the course of my career, 2 walk out. So it doesn't happen that often.
After nearly 30 years on death row, a Tucson man is now free, but not before what may be his last day in a courtroom. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ashley Bowerman. After decades behind bars and years of appeals, it's case closed for Barry Lee Jones. A federal judge ruled 5 years ago he shouldn't be on death row, but it took this long to finally bring the process to an end. And his attorney says the system still works. 13 News reporter J.D. Wallace is live at federal court where Jones ended his appeal process as a free man. Hey, JD.
Hi there. Federal Judge Tim Burgess called today's hearing more than that and called this a 30-year journey to justice for Barry Lee Jones.
He's left prison without any anger or bitterness and intent on making a good life for himself and contributing to his family.
Attorney Kerry Sandman returned to federal court with his now free client, Barry Lee Jones, to end his appeal process.
Representing an innocent man has its challenges.
I'm going to say it was fairly egregious that there was so little investigation done in this matter at the time of trial when a man's life was on the line.
Retired investigator for the federal public defender Andrew Soward says the evidence in Jones' trial did not support his 1995 death sentence for the murder of 4-year-old Rachel Gray the previous year.
What's important to me is that the state has now admitted and that we all know that Barry did not harm that child, that he did not fatally assault that child, that there was some, perhaps some fault for failing to render medical care at the time.
In the order granting post-conviction relief, Jones did have to admit fault, saying in part, Barry Lee Jones recklessly engaged in conduct which created a grave risk of death and thereby caused the death of Rachel Gray when he failed to seek or contributed to the failure to seek medical care for Rachel Gray.
It's been a long road with some big bumps in it, but eventually I think we can all say through the contributions of the Pima County Attorney and the Attorney General's office that Barry's achieved a measure of justice, and the system has finally worked to that extent.
Jones was released on time served with a guilty plea for second-degree murder, but Soward says that punishment fit the time, not necessarily the crime.
I think it means the world to him to know that people believe that he didn't do this, that he is an innocent man and that he was wrongfully convicted.
Federal Judge Tim Burgess flew down from Anchorage for this hearing. All the judges here recused themselves because a member of Jones's defense team is now a federal magistrate and would have been a witness testifying in front of a peer judge otherwise. Reporting live downtown in front of the federal courthouse, J.D. Wallace, 13 News.
All right, JD, thank you for that.